The parting of 2019 gave us a very special parting gift, an outbreak of the disease COVID-19, or coronavirus disease discovered in 2019. This was a very transmissible lung infection caused by a virus. This disease quickly spread across the world, leading to global shutdowns and quarantine, with governments struggling as hard as they can to contain the outbreak, with all kinds of strict quarantine measures being implemented across the world. Well, when I mean across the world, I mean in most countries. There is one country that believed it has a better plan of fighting COVID-19, and that was England. At the start of the COVID-19 outbreak, England officials first stated that they wanted to use a naturally occurring phenomenon known as herd immunity to combat COVID-19. Even though the English officials later moved back to the usual quarantine measures, but their short announcement did create a bunch of public outcry. And I believe that is an issue that needs to be addressed. So today, let's explore and learn what is herd immunity. Welcome to Fun Facts. First off, what is herd immunity? Herd immunity is a naturally occurring phenomenon caused by usually a disease outbreak. Herd immunity can also be created by vaccines. Herd immunity means that when there is enough people in a specific community that is immune to one specific disease, the rest of the people that aren't immune to the disease are also protected. This is because there is nobody that's going to spread the disease to those people that are still vulnerable, meaning that everyone is protected. Usually it takes around 50% of a population to be immune to one disease for herd immunity to set in. Well, there's a huge downside to using herd immunity on COVID-19. And that is the fact that, well, because there's no vaccine to COVID-19, you kind of need to get people to get infected with the virus for herd immunity to work. And of course, nobody wants to be infected by COVID-19. Which is why England scrapped the plan. Kinda obvious. But the point is, if the plan was actually implemented, did it have a chance of working? Well, we have to look at a few factors first. First off, scientists are not really 100% sure how long the immunity that you get after recovering from coronavirus lasts, and that will be the keystone information in seeing that was the plan of herd immunity completely bogus, or was it actually legit and worth a try? Well, herd immunity does naturally occur from disease outbreaks, especially outbreaks of those diseases that are incredibly highly transmissible, but have relatively low death rates, such as the flu and COVID-19. Especially the flu. There has been scientific data suggesting that this flu is seasonal, partly because when a new flu outbreak rolls around, it will quickly create a herd immunity barrier for itself by infecting too much people and not being able to kill that much people, which leads to quickly letting most of the community becoming immune to the disease and allowing herd immunity to set in. Then the flu will have to go away and mutate enough for it to be able to get around herd immunity, then come back. This means that herd immunity is a very reasonable plan for a short-term relief of a disease outbreak that has a low death toll. This is because herd immunity affects economics way less than actual quarantine and can also halt the outbreak. While all this is going on, scientists can go ahead and research for vaccines and use vaccines as a safer way to create more herd immunity and ultimately eradicate the disease from the surface of the planet. Herd immunity might also work for coronavirus because herd immunity can be age level, especially for diseases such as COVID-19, which specifically usually target only one age group and are deadly to usually only one age group, in COVID's case, old people. herd immunity can play a big role. In our everyday lives, old people usually only go for a few walks around the neighborhood and usually aren't the ones going out and everywhere in the day and getting themselves COVID-19. It is the young people that live with the old people, usually the sons or daughters or grandchildren, granddaughters, or relatives of the old person that brings the virus to the old people. In other words, individuals in risk groups usually get the disease from people that are not in risk for the disease. This means that infecting all the people who aren't at risk for COVID-19 can just protect all the people that are from COVID-19. Disclaimer, this video was not to promote the use of herd immunity and to promote people getting coronavirus. The purpose of this video was to educate people on how herd immunity works and why it was considered by the officials. If you enjoy more fact-filled videos like this one, tap the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Also, remember to leave a like down below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.